What's going on, everybody? Hope you're good. Hope you're well. It is Saturday. I'm chilling today. Long stream, long day yesterday. I was on Joey Canoli's stream. If you all don't know about Joey Canoli, you need to check out his channel. I am Joey Canoli. Was on there with a few good people. No cuckold exactly, Mitch. Hope you're well. Great to see you. So I ended up getting some gifts and a gift, actually a couple of gifts. Yeah, I've gotten a few gifts over the last couple of days. I'm just going to go ahead and drop this right here so I could continue on with what I'm saying. But thank you for stopping by, Mitch. So I was on Joey's stream and there was a gentleman yesterday by the name of Scent Assault. By the way, Mitch, can you hear me? You could hear me? I'm good. Let me know. But yeah, so I was on there with Scent Assault and he had sent me a package actually a few days ago. So I figured I'd take a moment to show it has arrived. Thank you. I appreciate it. I believe I know what this is, but wow. Okay. This is like actual shock right now because what I knew was in here was this, which is the Zahar of cigars, right? I've been bragging, raving about them. They really are really good. I'm not like a cigar connoisseur by any means, but these are definitely some of the best that I have tried from the ones that I have tried. And they do rival that of like the elevated tier ones. But I also got, not sure if these will pick up, but actually here, let me adjust this like this. So this way. There we go. So this is from the Villahim perfume in New York. Was not expecting these to be a part of it. Signature box though. So I got room service, Dear Polly, Corey. Mitch, have you tried anything from this house? This is the one that did like Morning Chess and Mango Skin. Okay, and look, Morning Chess, Mango Skin, 125th Bloom. So 6 fragrant, Pat. I've always said you were the GOAT. You know, you were #1 on my favorite reviewers list. Check that list out. There's a lot of amazing talent and people. I have not. Okay. I'm going to eventually, and by eventually in the next couple of days, weeks, try these on, make these some of my scents of the days, get into it like that. Because I know some people have talked about like Mango Skin and Morning Chess and just break this down a little more, see if it's worth the hype. I know it can be a little bit pricey. They had one of them too. I can't remember if it was Morning Chess, but one of them smelled like Aventus. Speaking of scent of the day, I am wearing, to stay on one of the themes today, City Rhythm Fragrances, Manhattan. So it is supposed to be, what's up, Rudy? Great to see you, bro. This is supposed to be similar to, I mean, not similar at all. It's just supposed to give you the vibe of Manhattan City. But yo, Rudy, have you tried anything from this Villahim house, Villahim perfumes, you know, Morning Chess and Mango Skin and all that? But Pat's the GOAT. Pat definitely is the GOAT. I just unboxed something. Scent Assault, wherever you are. Thank you. You are and always will be my hero. From the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you. Jim, what's going on, Jim? Great to see you, bro. Great to see all of you all. I wasn't sure on who was going to come here, especially after my first time. I'm using StreamYard right now. So this way, if any of y'all want to get on, y'all can. But I'm just kind of here to broach over a few topics, and then Patrick's box showed up at my doorstep and completely took me by surprise. But I appreciate you. So, yeah, smaller houses, because some of them do need to get talked about maybe a little bit more than others. Some of them are being shelled out by others, but something like City Rhythm is a nice, solid, like introductory type of house. They got 2 fragrances out so far, and they have a like fitness fragrance type of thing coming out that they're doing. But right now they got Miami and they have Manhattan. Together, you could get this for $60. I believe it's $30 for every 10 ml and $150 for about $150 or $110 for 50 ml, something like that. But I have tried Miami. It is, even though it has the notes of like Virgin Island water, it's a lot more boozier, a lot less suntan lotion. So definitely check those out. Let me know your sense of the day down below. But Manhattan is a nice tobacco, spicy tobacco with a little bit of freshness fragrance. It's not going to break any grounds by any means. As our, longtime viewers of the channel know, it's not going to stop time. But I do like the juice. I like the the execution that Niles went through in making these fragrances, and I could tell that he definitely put a lot of thought. Would love to stick around and jump on, but I've been getting the place ready and we're hosting. Hey, party up. I think if you just hit the bell and it'll just start coming on. Also, I'm going to start making more notifications as I'm getting more into this routine of live streams. I'm going to make sure that like there's advanced notification. Again, right now I'm just kind of trial and error, figuring everything out. Dope scent. Rudy has 3 samples from Villahim. What did you think of the ones that you did try, Rudy? Let me know. Senator Day, Bulgari Man in Black. Not sure what I'm going to wear for the party. Listen, whatever you end up wearing, I know you're going to be unaverage and amazing, period, .gem. But yeah, City Rhythm is definitely a brand that should definitely get a little bit more recognition, even though they are new and people will eventually hear about them. Good tier quality. Okay. And Rudy's talking about these, not City Rhythm. No worries. This is new to me. Appreciate the heads up. Yeah, I figure, hey, let's all figure this out together, But yeah, so City Rhythm fragrances, awesome house. Still got to get into it a little bit more. I do like the Miami. This would be more ideal for those who like those bolder scents in the summer, because there's a little bit of spice in here too. There's like a lot of cinnamon and labdanum going on in this with the coconut and the bergamot and the lime and rum. It's a lot of rum. So just be on the lookout for that. But this is my scent of the day. It's a solid tobacco fragrance. It's like a, not the actual smoked tobacco, but just the tobacco leaf, a very dry tobacco leaf. I guess that would be the best way to put it. But definitely a really good fragrance. So yeah, there's that. I had won an Instagram contest and received these 2 bottles from another smaller house called the Taliaferro. Sorry. There we go. See if that'll pick up. There we go. The Taliaferro. And I'm going to be honest, I don't even remember entering the giveaway. I do not at all. They have a couple of fragrances. They seem to range about $70 US. But the two in particular that I won were their two latest offerings, and I don't even know at this point if these are the same two, because they actually, the one thing, if I have a critique already, if I'm going to be brutally honest, they don't have any names on the bottles, and instead the names come with the tag. So the fact that I just picked both of them up. Yeah, I won these through Instagram. Again, I don't even remember entering the contest, but one of them is Seasons. I'll know when I smell them, because one is Seasons 32, the other Sicily, which is like a memorial type of fragrance in honor of somebody. That was very floral, extremely floral. They both are floral, but Seasons, I thought was going to, I have already worn a few times. I thought it was going to be a little bit more gourmandy because there was like chocolate and spice in there in the notes with that flower. I think it was Havana was the flower, but it just kind of came off like a light, spicy floral fragrance, at least off of my initial impressions. And I'll just have to wear it more. Good quality, really good quality. Probably something more for like the women's side of everything. Would definitely appreciate these a whole lot more. But Sicily, at least off of the initial spray, not necessarily my thing, just because I'm not into white florals like that. It came off very clean and very, very flowery. Like I got hit in the face with a Botanical Gardens bomb, really. But yeah, that and one other house, they did send me a sample, and I believe they are a Black-owned business, but they go by the name Opulence by C. Samuel. I believe the gentleman's name is Chancey. I do like the fact that they like give you personalized business cards with it. So that was a nice touch. You know, it's always better than just like somebody throwing something in a box and sending it to you. But great person. Let me just say that. Very kind, and his service was great. We actually had to delay. I was supposed to get this like 3 weeks ago, and I didn't. But Opulence, this kind of reminds me a little bit of Loam. There is like a lot of ginger in here with bergamot and woods going on, like but it's very creamy. It's sandalwood in particular, and it's just a very pleasant fragrance. This performs like old school Loam. I would probably wear this the way I used to wear Loam back in 2012. The autofocus right now is crazy. Hold on. Hopefully the fact that I have light again. But and kind of remove the mic a little bit from my face. 69 reformulated. Yeah, I was just talking about y'all. Great time last night on y'all stream. Thank you. Great times, great laughs. Thank you. Just awesome times. I mean, it's always memories being made on that channel. Always highlights. It's the human highlight reel, human highlight factory. The greatest show on stream. But Opulence by C. Samuel is a very solid fragrance. This is, I believe, Eau de Toilette concentration. Let me see if it says it on the. Oh, Eau de Parfum. Okay, so it does say Eau de Parfum. My correction, my bad. But it gives you very much like Loam from YSL vibes, but older Loam, you know? It's definitely a very versatile fragrance, a fragrance you could wear at least 3 seasons, spring, summer. Projection on it wasn't the greatest. You know, it's not going to bomb. It's not meant to. It's meant to almost leave a sillage and just invite you over, you know, come closer vibes. But versatile, pleasant, and I do like it. What are my thoughts on Versace the Dreamer? Versace the Dreamer to me is, I look at Versace the Dreamer the same way I look at Burger King. You know, I don't eat it as much. I really don't, because I'm a lot more health conscious than what I was then. But I do know and appreciate what it was for its time. You again, some of y'all may or may not remember. I mean, I know the ones in the chat do, but I'm saying anybody who watches this going forward, that I've been around since like 2011, 2012. And so that was always like the same way everyone's including, maybe not Savage, but the same way they're including, let's see, something like a Versace Eros, you know, something that's same brand, but or Paco Rabanne, you know, Lucky something, or Phantom, you know, if they start including that in their top 2000 list that they're coming out with, people were including Versace the Dreamer, and that is just a fragrance that I appreciate for what it was, what it did, the same way I appreciate, you know, being like 6, 7 years old, begging my mom, hey, can we go to Burger King, please? I want the crown. I want the toys. I want the fries, double cheeseburger, extra pickles, you know, especially when they had the small soldier toys that you were able to get the action figures from the movie Small Soldiers. Yeah, that was that was definitely that, and Men in Black, those 2 times, because I was able to get the neuralizer. But it just provides a sense of nostalgia. I cannot wear it the same way now, especially just because I've evolved, but it's always a good fragrance to go back to. A fragrance that I do need to get back into my collection, Jim. So those are my thoughts on Versace the Dreamer. It's a classic nostalgic fragrance if you've been around it. I can't suggest it to anybody today. Like, I can't go up to a 21-year-old the same way I was 21 and being like, yeah, try Versace the Dreamer. Burger King, I'm an older dude and I think it sucks. Bought this classic because of Mark Robes 08 and keep it around forever, but force myself to like it. Do any of you guys like it? Yeah, so Rudy, 69, if you're there, Mitch, anybody watching, let me know. What are your thoughts on Versace the Dreamer? But I think you really said it best, Jim. It's a fragrance that somebody breaking in. I mean, I know I'm in New York, but geez, it's a fragrance that you bought because somebody else thought it was artistic or whatever, and you see the good in it, but the good is outweighed from the cons. It's very synthetic, very strong. It's a hodgepodge of a whole bunch of stuff. And you keep it around for one reason or another, whether it's nostalgia, whether it's just the fact that you're just hoping that after the next time you wear it, you'll appreciate it more. But whatever the reason is, you know. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Versace the Dreamer. My thoughts on Opulence, Good House. I don't think I mentioned it. 50 ml is $75. Eau de Parfum, USD. Great, nice, like versatile fragrance. Check them out. They are definitely worth being checked out. I'm not gonna say they're worth a buy. No fragrance really is worth a buy unless you know that that person actually likes that that particular note. Like, I won't, in my opinion, Rose is worth the buy. Rose from Zaharoff is worth the buy. If you like rose fragrances, it is the pinnacle of rose fragrances. But at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and tell every single person to buy it just because. I could only just give my feelings towards it. So I do like this. And if you like versatile fragrances, if you like L'Homme from YSL, check it out. If you like Versace the Dreamer, more refined, actually, speaking of, you could definitely check this out. This is a whole lot smoother, a whole lot smoother. But it's a lot pricier too. And so that's why I try to be conscious of, not that I'm like pocket watching or nothing, but just that I'm trying to be conscious of everybody's wallet. Like, not everything is going to be a buy. Miami, had this been the summertime, I'd probably recommend this a little bit more even than Manhattan. But I love rum fragrances, so I'm Puerto Rican. These, I'm gonna need some time with these, especially whichever one of these is Seasons. More so the one that is Seasons. I don't know. I may do a giveaway when I figure out which bottle it is, which bottle Sicily is. Fragrance Apprentice. Thank you, George. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. Yes, definitely a heavy Scotch drinker. You know, a cigar smoking every now and then. But I appreciate you, George, for stopping by. That means a lot. The kind words definitely mean a lot. And what you do with your channel and the videos and the quality that you do with your videos, absolutely on point. As a person who used to study film, to another person who definitely took their film career to a whole nother level, I appreciate, the work that you put into your videos, because it is good quality. It definitely is, yes, boss, love it. Hey. So another topic that I had for today was cheaper fragrances, But before I get into that, I really do have to hit home how awesome Patrick from Sentisalt is, because I knew I was going to be getting a few cigars. I did not think that I was going to be getting fragrances, especially of these. And I did actually want to try these, but I never told him. So the fact that he sent those to me, Patrick is super clutch. Of course. Patrick is just super clutch, and it takes me back to those older days. I know we try not to live in the past as much. You always got to move forward in the future, but I do appreciate, this whole thing. I mean, there used to be a time when people were just waking up. It was like Christmas, or like the fragrance fairy showed up and just, boom, samples, bottles, something in your mailbox from somebody else that you never even met. I don't know Patrick outside of YouTube. I don't know most of you all outside of, you know, the comment section and watching videos. And the fact that, like, to still see within reason, I mean, you know, there are the clicks for sure, but within reason that people are still like, yo, let me send you this. Yo, check this out. Oh, you like that? Here, don't worry about, you know, it's definitely good because it's what really keeps the community healthy. I mean, yes, everything else happens, drama happens, everything else, but at the end of the day, unity in the community. If you watched the other stream, not channel 69, I am Joey Cannoli stream yesterday, that's what I mentioned. And that is definitely, by the way, really quick also too, another person who's really putting in work is Killer Fragrances on his videos. I just realized how much work he puts in. And holy shit, he puts in a lot of work. Definitely. I mean, he really is. George is absolutely a legend. But he Killer Frags, that editing that he does. Again, I just said I was a film student for 2 years from 2008 to 2010, and then just chose to change my career more towards business centric and change my degree. But I went to the Art Institute of Atlanta for film, which is kind of how I know how to edit a little bit and everything. And so I appreciate anyone who puts quality into their videos, like George and Killer Fragrances, Killer Frags. Check his channel out if you have not, because it's definitely worth the, you know, it's worth your time. You know, y'all know me. I don't recommend anything that is not going to be worth your time. When Aventus Cologne came out, I said it was not worth that price tag. And truth be told, it wasn't. And that was with them sending it to me. When things get sent, if I feel it's worth their time or not worth their time, I'll be sure to let you know and give you my unaverage thoughts. But yeah, unity in the community, appreciating people, appreciating the work and effort that goes in. That's what it's all about. Cheapies. I'm going to start off by just getting this one out the way, just because I've talked about this house a lot, but their work still is very solid, making sense for the fall time. This one in particular, Aram's Pocket. This is a slightly boozy, definitely lavender, oud, spicy fragrance that has a little bit of everything. We are talking about like cinnamon, we're talking about bergamot, we're talking about mandarin, blood orange, not mandarin, blood orange, lavender, a whole lot of lavender, but his lavender is done very well. A lot of people can't do lavender. Oud, some woods in here too. It says boozy accord. You get like a slightly boozy, almost like a wine undertone. So definitely solid from Making Sense, Aram's Pocket. Shouts out to Michael Dinsmore. You could get this 17 ml bottle for about, I believe 17 is like $20 to $25. Hey, on cue. What's up, Mike? What's up, Dunk? What's up, everybody? I've kind of gone on a bit of a tangent. Long story short, Pat sent me a box, and I am grateful and appreciative for the Scented Assassin, some cigars, some fragrances from Villahim Perfumes, you know, Mango Skin, Morning Chess, people. Some houses that I'm on the fence about that I won also. Tolero Perfumes. One of these is Sicily. One of these is Seasons. Seasons is supposed to be a chocolate spicy fragrance. I don't really get that. I get floral. Sicily is definitely something for a woman. Opulence by C. Samuel. Something like YSL Loam, if you like that YSL Loam vibe from back in the day. It's kind of what that is. And City Rhythm, Sense, Manhattan, and Miami. Together, you spend $60 for 10 ml. Although they're not, but you know, I like almond scents and I like my nuts. Ha. Thank you though, Pat. You're here. So thank you. I just got your box literally as my Overwatch ban occurred. So I can't play Overwatch for the rest of the season, but I'll be able to still smell amazing and smoke a great cigar because of you. So I appreciate that. Pat, you are funny as hell though. Cheapies. So yeah, making sense. 17 ml is about $25, including tax and shipping. And then 30 ml was about $35-40, including tax and shipping. So that's kind of the barometer of the price range that I'll be going for today. Hey, definitely having a dope stogie. Thanks, Pat. I'm going to look to, now that I've kind of like gotten this video out the way of like other commitments and other things that I had bought recently, I'm definitely going to be breaking that open these next few days to try that. Another good fall cheapy fragrance that you probably just saw because I'm not the greatest stage manager is Michael Jordan's Legend. A bit polarizing for some, but for the fall, for about $15, $20 for this 100 ml, you can't beat it. This gives you, I always say, all right, so if Bond Number 9's New Harlem is like a luxurious breakfast, you know, like an actual restaurant, get the Backwoods. Oh, Backwoods for sure. If Bond Number 9's New Harlem was like that luxurious French breakfast, this is basically the McDonald's breakfast platter in comparison to that. You know, you got your French pressed coffee. Holy shit. You could tell I'm still tired. But you got your French pressed coffee with like that syrupy pancake vibe and lavender. So this is basically that McDonald's pancake batter platter. Wow. With like the McDonald's brewed coffee. You're getting coffee, you're getting lavender, you're getting vanilla, you're getting some woods. It's not the best fragrance by any means at all. But it's one that would definitely right, exactly, buy Fresh Prince coffee. Hey, as long as it's coming from West Philadelphia, you know, it has to. But or Bel Air. Those are the only two places. Otherwise, everything else is going to be trash if it's in any other location. But very solid Michael Jordan Legend. You could get, again, about $20 for this 100 ml. And you're going to smell different. You know, if you want to save money on Chanel Allure Homme, not Sport, not Extreme, not Edition Blanche, but the actual Chanel Allure Homme, I would recommend you find a different top for this bottle because really, but I would then go ahead and say check out Perry Ellis M. This is a cinnamon woodsy bomb of a fragrance with tonka and bergamot. You get like that bright bergamot, semi-synthetic too, you know. I mean, but again, we're talking about this 100 ml bottle definitely being $20. Also, it looks really weird when I'm doing this in the camera. But yeah, this 100 ml for $20, and it's a very solid fragrance. You know, if you want Allure Homme, but not spending Allure Homme money, check this out. And another one doesn't last the longest by any means, but next to Kirill, again, another throwback name. I know I was definitely hyping this up a long time ago, and we are talking about John Varvatos Vintage. This will not last. You're simply wearing this for the actual scent. You're going to need decants, but you could score this for about $40, $45 for 100 ml. It has rhubarb. It's very spicy, slightly fresh fragrance for the fall. And I mean, again, John Varvatos is nothing to write home about, but this is basically by far and away, other than their discontinued rock or like platinum, I believe, or something like that. It was an all silver bottle and not the Nick Jonas nonsense. It was an all silver bottle. John Varvatos. There you go. So for the 17 ml, for this size bottle, it is right there by the man himself. Yeah, exactly, Rudy. Vintage is solid. You just have to make sure you keep a decant on you. But this has always been one. This is still my original bottle too that I bought from when I was reviewing. It's like still up to right there, just because I got it, told a lot of people about it, but then I just kept buying more fragrances and then I started reviewing. So it always got lost in the sauce. But John Varvatos Vintage, definitely worth your time. If you could still find this at like a Marshall's, definitely pick it up because it is getting kind of harder to come by. But one of the last cheapies, at least for me, that I am going to recommend this fall is from Zara. It is rich, warm, and addictive. And I'm recommending this just because you could still find this for about $20 online. You can't find this in Zara's stores. At least I haven't been able to. But you can still go ahead and find this for relatively solid price online. And I recommend you pick it up right now while you can. This is Boozy Vanilla. It's not as good as their former 2016 release because this is a re-release. This is 2018. It's not as good. However, it is definitely worth the $20. It will perform kind of well. It's kind of done simply. It's rum and vanilla, a little bit of floral, kind of coconutty. Everything up in price. Even JV scents aren't cheap as, I mean, they are not. They definitely are not. But you could still kind of find these, which is why I figured let me drop this list now before somebody blinks and everything goes up. Like the Zara fragrance used to go for about $20. Now it's going for $35, $40-ish when you look online. So get it while you can. Danimal, what's up, bro? Look, I appreciate you all for coming by today. La Nuit the Wing, what's up, bro? I appreciate you all for coming by. I just figured let me go ahead, see what's going on with this, see about Saturday streams, because I've heard like there's been a little bit of a vacancy. So gives the opportunity for a Saturday stream. But I did receive an amazing, awesome gift from my bro, the Scented Assassin. This with a few cigars. And I just got to say thank you because that really meant a lot. Wasn't expecting it. Yes. Nuit the Wing. Shouts out to you. That's for those. Yes, his name says Nightwing, but La Nuit, the Night Wing. You know, it's the fragrance reference. But I just wanted to go ahead, make a quick video while I'm still trying to get everything together with this. My Thursday stream was a debacle. So the fact that I have this now is definitely something I am starting to get a little bit more familiarized with. And I'll be doing more probably Saturday slots. Definitely. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you all who stop by, all of you all who will watch this video on the rewatch. You know, I just wanted to go ahead, take a few quick minutes to let you all know Saturday streams are coming. Shout out to Pat for the box. Oh, one other cheap fragrance that's almost like Varvatos is Arbor from the Body Shop. This is definitely a little bit pricier though in comparison to Vintage. But at the same time, I do want to give this its just due because it is a mall scent. They almost smell two in the same. It's not as it's a little bit more fresh than spicy and will perform about the same. But what's up, Alex? What's up, Alex? Yeah, Mike's definitely one of the hardest working people in all of Fragcom. But if you haven't checked out Body Shop Arbor, that's another under $50 fragrance that is worth your time, especially if you could get in on the, you know how they have those semi-annual every 2-3 month sales, the holiday sales. Shouts out to Mike. Shouts out to Mitch. La Nuit the Wing. That is still Mitch. Where did you go? Danimal. Of course, my bro Rudy. Shouts out to Scent Assault. Again, this whole low-key, this video has just been a thank you video to Scent Assault for creating a dope channel and just being a great person. And of course, speaking of dope and greatness, we're talking about Fritz the Cat here, Dunk, too. Thank you. But yeah, Jim and Fragrance Apprentice, of course. Jim, shouts out to you too. Again, this is something that I will be working on and getting. Always gotta get that beauty rest. Definitely shouts out to BC. You know, I'm gonna be doing a lot more streams on Saturdays going forward. So make it more of a routine, more scheduled. This way, if more of you all want to stop by, now that I've figured all of this out, I'm going to clean it up a little bit more. And yeah, we're going to get this going. But I need to go eat. I have not ate at all. So shouts out to the smaller brands. Shouts out to Opulence, Chauncey, City Rhythm Fragrances. They have a new fitness fragrance on the way, but check these out. Bought these two. I don't know about these. I can't say anything yet, but shouts out to them for allowing me to win a contest I didn't even know I entered. But most importantly, thank you to everyone in the chat. Thank you to everyone who will be watching. We'll be back doing this soon. Hope you all have a good night. I may catch some of y'all on other streams if other streams go on, but till next time, I'll see you all later with more of my unaverage thoughts, and shouts out to BC. So talk to you all later. Y'all have a good one.